Oh, okay.
Hi! Say hi! We're here in Teacher Angie's house. And we're gonna make
Pancake.
pancake.
When you came here, you didn't know this one.
Didn't what?
You didn't recognize. You didn't encounter.
It looks a little bit different.
Basta hindi mo nakita to.
What?
You didn't familiarize yourself.
Can you help him?
Ewan ko, basta di mo nakita.
It looks different.
Yeah.
Here with Teacher Angie, grade 1 teacher, and she has been teaching for how many years now?
This is my 7th year in Kuwait teaching.
Wow, 7th year.
Yeah.
And she's a reading major.
I'm a certified reading specialist.
And she's gonna share some tips on how to get your toddler to talk more.
Yeah.
Here's this. Do you know what this is?
Flower.
It is. This is a special kind of flour called almond flour.
Oh.
Yeah. You make it by like grounding up almonds, like smashing them a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
You take a bunch of almond.
Pour it.
Excellent.
Very good. One.
You do look super cute today. I'm impressed. Add 1 teaspoon of baking powder.
Ding.
This makes it so that the pancakes get fluffy. Yeah?
Ooh. Why are you quiet? Talk.
I'm having a headache.
And we need, this is a special kind of oil. Did you see that?
Yeah.
What color is that?
Green.
It's green. Do you know why it's green?
Ay.
Because
Yeah.
it's avocado oil.
Yeah.
What is that? And?
Avocado.
Avocado. This is the almond flour. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have
What's that?
Coconut flower.
coconut flour. Good. And this is the sugar.
May
Yeah.
coaching.
And this is milk, right? And this is vanilla.
Stage that.
Did you see the flour? Together.
This is you. And
That
this
is me.
you, and this is you.
That is me. You are right. They are all me. Eh? Yeah?
Yeah.
And then what does this one say?
G. Angie.
Teacher is not actually on Yaddle.
Lo.
Ano yun?
I don't think you're.
Lo, anong pamana mo sa amin?
Nasa baba.
Saan po?
Tumingin ka sa baba.
You want a white plate or
Ay, anong pamana ko?
Ano?
Yung akalya sa baba. Ibalitan niyo.
Hey, Mori.
Hey, Mori! Teacher Angie is calling
Go,
you.
go, go, help me.
How many?
Mori,
Syrup.
it's a wrap?
It is syrup.
Ting! Like this? Mori? So, we're here with Teacher Angie. Excuse me?
Mori.
Excuse me po!
1.
Okay.
Tip number 1 is just talk with your kid. And like I said, my mom is not necessarily the most open, like talkative person all the time.
Yeah.
But she was very adamant about including me and my sister in on her daily routine, just talking through what she was doing. We're gonna like even with a baby, okay, now I'm gonna like put your diaper on. Now I'm opening the jar of powder, and your baby doesn't necessarily always respond. Like
Yeah.
It's like a monologue.
It is. It's kind of like a monologue, but it's important in that, and studies have shown that if you don't talk to your kids, like they don't learn to talk on their own. Like they have to be immersed in language to be able to learn how to communicate and learn how to put proper sentences together and learn like for even phrasing within sentences. Two is read to your kids. Get as much material as you can. Even if it's just the newspaper, if it's like news on your phone, if it's even reading people's postings on Facebook, it's still content, it's still reading.
Yeah. And at what age should we start?
As early as possible. Even with babies, like I said, it's important to immerse your kid in as many different ways and types of print as possible.
Yeah.
Even like grocery lists and looking at like dictionaries, like those early baby dictionaries that have just a picture and a word.
Yeah.
Putting meaning with the print, like very, very important, especially early on.
I remember I started with Mori when she was still in my tummy. And when she was like 8 or 9 months old, I have a video. I posted it on Facebook. She was like reading a book, but not actually reading. She's like blah blah blah, and just mimicking how I sound when I read.
Exactly. And that's super important. Like you want your kids to be able to mimic you and to like even just getting the, like I said, the phrasing of how you enunciate when you read, and how different characters in a fictional book, like different characters sound different when they talk. Like a boy, right? Right? Like a boy sounds different than a girl sounds.
Yeah.
And the way you shift your voice, it's like the tonality of voices and expression that you read with. That's so important. The third and final tip is involve your child in any writing activities as well. So, for example, like I said earlier, with writing out grocery lists, writing letters to somebody. I introduced my kids this week to writing apology letters to their friends. But it's important, like, and all different types of writing and why people would write or use print to write in the first place, and like narrative writing, so being able to communicate about yourself and like stories about yourself. So if you think logically about getting your kid to speak more, it comes down to the three basic tenets of literacy as a whole.
Which
it's
is
speaking and listening, and listening is important too.
Okay.
So speaking and listening, and the basics of having a conversation.
Yeah.
Reading and writing.
Okay.
And it all comes down to those three things.
Yes.
So that's it. Those are Teacher Angie's tips on how to get your child to talk more. Again, if the child is not talking, by what age should they be concerned?
If your child is learning multiple languages, so you're immersing your kid in English and Arabic, or English and Tagalog, or any of the languages, the cutoff age is a little bit later, because you can expect the intake of information to be a little bit slower, because they're learning how to distinguish between different languages and the sounds and phonemes in them, or the sounds and whatnot. So the cutoff age is traditionally about 3.
3.
Okay, 3.
So if
Yeah.
your child is 3 and they cannot say any word
Like full sentences.
or full sentences, you have
Yeah.
to be concerned. You have to
Yeah.
get
Or
attention.
if they start talking and then suddenly like stop talking or suddenly retreat into themselves, that's a definite sign that there's something more going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Teacher Angie.
Subscribe. Thank you, Teacher Angie.
Thank you, Teacher Angie.
No problem.
Say-
Subscribe.
Subscribe
To my
to my channel.
flying kiss. Kiss Teacher Angie.
Mwah.
Mwah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
2 years old.
You're gonna be 2?
No, 3.
Oh, you're gonna be 3 years old. Do you get to do anything special when you're 3? What do you get to do when you're 3?
I'm gonna check this out.
You're gonna check that out when you're 3? But you're already checking it out now.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Are you finding?
I was finding crystals and really cool looking rocks. I was in the Philippines actually. That's outside of Legazpi. I have a lot of best friends.
How about you? Who's your best friend?
Who's your best friend?
Sammy.
Sammy's your best friend?
Yeah.
My best friend back in Wisconsin is a girl named Annie. Yeah?
Annie?
I've known Annie since I was in high school. No, that's not Annie. Annie she's over there in the corner of that one. The top
I'll give
corner.
her